Steigenberger. This time it's May 2024. It's fairly early in the morning, I don't know, 10:30 or something. Sun, as usual, is nice and bright, temperature's nice and warm, not too hot. It's a nice breeze coming in this morning. This morning we are taking a walk on the coastal path, with the final destination being the Rixos Hotel. Now, before we booked this particular holiday, we had been here before and really enjoyed it, and couldn't decide whether to come back here or go to Rixos Hotel. So we're going to take a walk along there. We've got our passports with us. We're going to take a bit of a tour, so we'll let you know after we've been what we think of it and which one we would choose if we come back again. So yeah, just join us on the walk. I'll show you the highs and the lows of the various places en route. Here's the Pickalbatros Hotel next door here. So most of the hotels on this stretch that we're doing now, this Nabq Bay area, are rated probably at 5 stars in most cases, certainly at least 4 stars. But what we've discovered as we've been around this area is that they do somewhat vary in their standard, for sure, and appearance. Hopefully that'll come through on the film, really. So just still in the Albatross, again, fairly big hotel. It's got tennis over here and paddle. Nice green here. A few people kite surfing by the looks of it. So generally speaking, quite a nice looking, well kept hotel, really. So this is the JAZ Mirabel. This is the third hotel, or fourth hotel, south of the north of Nabq Bay. Just one thing that may be of interest is that this area, Nabq, tends to have much less humid air. So whilst the temperature's sort of 32, 33 today, it does feel very comfortable, really. It's a nice cooling breeze. We see possibly from the trees, maybe. Windsurfing. There's a fairly good breeze coming on today. So yeah, very nice, very pleasant. Doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. But yeah, another nice hotel, well kept. No doubt 5 star. Usually are around here. Okay, on to the next. This is interesting. Yeah, we think that they're dates. Dates, yeah. So we're just about to leave the Sea Beach Aqua Park, and it's just something that's shop just here, and the sign on it just reminded me about something. These different hotels are promoted very differently in different countries. So as you can see, possibly from this one here, a lot of the Russian language. So some of these various hotels, Rixos I believe is promoted heavily on Russian TV. It's advertised quite regularly, so hence a lot of Russians do come to certain hotels, and some are promoted more on the European and British websites and YouTube advertising, that sort of thing. So you get a different demographic. So be mindful of before you book. So we've just arrived at the Regency Plaza Hotel, and instantly, as soon as you come across the threshold, just looking at the general condition of the garden and so on, it doesn't look as well kept as all the ones we just passed through. It looks generally okay, but you can tell the maintenance is somewhat lacking. Good thing about the Regency Plaza here, a much shorter pier to get to the reef. It's like a double reef here. There's a deep pool between the beach edge and the deep sea reef. So the water, where you can probably see, it goes deep blue, very dark blue. That's where it drops off from a couple of feet deep to probably 50 feet deep very quickly as well. But an absolute fabulous reef, fabulous snorkeling. And they got the advantage here, they got the inner reef as well, so a very short walk out. So this hotel is the Amarina. It's a bit of an odd one. It looks in some ways new, but in other ways, looking at this building here, it looks quite old actually, quite dated, and generally speaking quite an unfinished look about the whole place, really. Just behind me here there's probably either a pool or a pond. That's not finished yet. It's just got all this rough gravel here, just laid. Just behind me here is Tiran Island, just about here somewhere. That's closed off to the public. It has some of the best reefs around here, I believe. I think you can go on trips, boat trips that is, to do snorkeling, diving in and around. It's a whole lot of fun, this is. Not sure the name of the hotel, I'll put it in the just put a pop-up there just to let you know the name of it. It's got the surf school here, these water jets, and there's a lot, quite often it looks, I think when you see somebody falling off, you realise that bit of water will just push, you know, 20 stone guys straight to the top at any angle. As you can see, it looks really good fun. This is the instructor, he is a master at it, as you'd expect. Yeah, really good. Beginning of this video, I set out to have a look at the coastal path. So here we're in Steigenberger, and the walk was from the north of Nabq, with the ultimate aim of passing the hotels en route and taking a look at the Rixos Hotel. There's two Rixos hotels. There's a Sharm, which I'll speak about later, and there's a Rixos Seagate Hotel, which is a family hotel. They're a few minutes apart by bus, or about a 10 or 15 minute walk apart. And we were curious before we booked this holiday, the Steigenberger, which one to stay in. Whether to stay here again, having enjoyed it so much in November last year, 2023, or to give the Rixos a go, and we opted to come back to the Steigenberger. But curiosity was such that we needed to have a look at the Rixos, so we took off there a few days back. We needed to present our passports to get in through security and so on. It's not a big deal, and we were given a guided tour on arrival, which took about half an hour. So the hotel itself, the Rixos Hotel, the Sharm Hotel, again very, very high standard, exceptionally well maintained and very well appointed. The big difference we noticed was the sort of greater emphasis on entertainment. I think especially evening entertainment. Big stage set up on the beach, and there's also another stage set up I think we've seen in the resort itself. Lots of outdoor seating, bigger emphasis on that side of things really. Whereas here at Steigenberger, entertainment in the evening is quite low key by comparison. So I don't think there's probably it's not really a question of which hotel is better, the Rixos or the Steigenberger. It's more of a personal preference. So if you prefer lots of evening entertainment, the Rixos would be better. It also provides access to the Seagate, which has the aqua park. So if you want plenty of activities by day and by night, that's probably the hotel for you. One thing that's probably worth mentioning, we didn't see the accommodation at the Rixos. They were quite busy a few days back, so we won't get an opportunity to look at the rooms. But we did speak to a couple of members of staff here at Steigenberger who've worked at the Rixos, and they assured us that the rooms here at the Steigenberger are better, which you'd probably expect. It's a newer hotel, only 6 years old compared to about 12, and we've not been disappointed. So yeah, rooms here are good, but again I can't speak from personal experience at the Rixos. So yeah, to conclude, so if you like lots of entertainment, I think the Rixos would probably be the better option. If you like sort of tranquility and a sort of very calm, peaceful environment, then the Steigenberger may be the better option. The moment you walk through the door here at the reception just behind me, it's all just very tranquil, old marble, that's featured on my previous video. It's all on the website, plenty of photographs on there. And it's just the ambience of the place is just very, very calming indeed. Not there's much wrong with the Rixos entrance, by the way, that's also very, very good, but just completely different in terms of appearance. So that's the conclusion really. So that's the latest update, so I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.